I'm going to be introducing our next speaker. But while I do that, I'm super, super excited to introduce her. Her name is Joy. I'm going to call her name the way she calls it. Her name is Joyce Daniels. So just in case you want to say I didn't hear, no. You can't miss the Joyce. She's a quintessential speaker. Joy, are you there? Joyce, are you there? I've upgraded you. Can you join? Yay! There she is. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, put that back on there. Hi, sweetheart. How are you, sis? It's amazing. So, for those of you that don't know who Joyce Daniels is, she's a quintessential speaker who has trained so many people, thousands of people, to build confidence, to build courage, she calls it the bounce back ability. I love that word, the bounce back ability. That is, I don't know if it's in the English dictionary, not in Collins, not in anyone, but it's in the Joyce Daniels dictionary, which means the ability to bounce back in spite. As in when the world knocks you on your back, you stand up and say, is that all? I'm coming back. So it's the ability to bounce back, right? And we have the bounce back ability confidence coach, the quintessential speaker, the queen of courage, the queen of thank you, the queen of bounce back ability, the one who does not turn her back on adversity, but tells adversity, in our words, now so you reach, now there you reach. I'm coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, men and women from all over, put your hands together and make welcome the quintessential, the exceptional, the delightful, the beautiful Joyce Daniels. You have the stage.
Unveil, review, redefine, relaunch. It's like in tow with what I learned sometime in 2016. At the beginning of 2016, I read a book by Brian Tracy, Master Strategy. And he said, that was the first time I heard someone say, don't review every year. It is unsuccessful people who do that. He said, successful people review every day. They review, they redefine, they relaunch every day. He said, don't wait till the next week, don't wait till the next quarter or the next month, do it all the time. So regardless of if you've had a significant emotional experience that knocked you off, or you just want to have a better tomorrow, this is the best day to relaunch, to redefine, review, and unveil the new you. So thank you, Steph, for giving us this. My topic is finding courage and rebuilding confidence. So I like to, if you've attended any of my programs, you will not be new to this. I like to define from the dictionary. So if you have a device that you can go to Google, just put in there courage and see what definition comes up. Now, what dictionary is this? This is Oxford, actually. It's Oxford Dictionary. It says courage is the ability to do something that frightens one. The ability to do something that frightens you. The strength in the face of pain or grief. How do I find courage, which is my topic? I like to talk about something. I'm speaking from my personal experience, and I like to speak from my experience and things I've touched, I've tried, and I've tested. I teach that there are 6 major places you can draw strength from, AKA courage. 6. I call them anchors. So if you're writing, please write, because you would want to refer to it again and again. Anchors. The anchor is that metal that keeps a ship in place, that keeps you steady, keeps you steadfast. So what is that anchor? What are these 6 anchors? In no particular order. They are the things, the places where you go to find strength, to find courage. So anchor number 1 is God. If you're there and you're typing, I would be so grateful if you just put in the chat, God. For those who believe in a power that is bigger than self, that is bigger than man, that is bigger than us, that we are created by a being that is all powerful, almighty, all present. God is an anchor. When we need courage, courage has been defined here as the strength in the face of pain. Where do you find strength from? You can find strength from God, knowing that he is source and you can take from him. Anchor number 2, I love to say, is your name. What is your name? My name is Joyce. One of the meanings of Joyce is leader. Another meaning of Joyce is a powerful person. Another meaning of Joyce, believe it or not, is a woman that is considered sexually desirable. Hello. So how about that for stranding strength? Steph, please unmute because I don't mind hearing your voice whilst I'm speaking, please. I don't mind.
I actually just said holler.
Holler.
I said holler.
How about finding strength from that in the face of something that frightens me? So for example, my marriage didn't work out. 2 years ago, it more or less packed up. Divorce was more or less settled last year. The certificate is coming out any day now. That is an emotional experience that is enough to put someone off, or that could have put me down, but it was also an experience to bounce back from and to find courage from, or courage through, and confidence through. And somebody was asking me some time ago, are you going to marry again? My very, can you imagine, crown? So imagine where the kind of power and courage you can get from it when you think of the fact that you are the one who seals a good thing, you complete a good thing, you crown it. So somebody was saying, are you going to marry again? My first response was yes. But for days, I was thinking, are you really going to marry again? Are you? And then I started thinking through, you actually, your name means leader. So it's okay, you will lead someone else to finding the treasure within you now that you've understood the treasure, just like Anita talked about, understanding self and understanding your treasures. So I started using my name and I was like, okay, and of course you are desirable. And it goes beyond being sexually desirable. You are desired and you will be desired. So I was trying to find strength from my name. If your name means the favored one, imagine when you've just been told a no. You went to ask for something, you pitched for something, and it was said no. You would think back and say, I can go back again to try again because I am the favored one. I speak wise counsel. So how can I reorder what I'm going to say? So you see how you can get strength from your name? So your name is an anchor. I always say, if you have a name, that faith means belief. So when you are trying to go into another level and something, that voice keeps telling you, you won't make it, you just say, no, see, the whole of my being is belief. Faith, baby. The whole of my being is belief. So we can draw strength. Gracious and merciful. Imagine when somebody hurts you so bad and you feel like not forgiving. And you remember, I am gracious, I am merciful. You find strength to face pain and grief because you are gracious and merciful. Imagine when one staff carries your millions of nairas and runs away. And somebody's like, no, you can't let this one go. You just draw strength from that and say, I'm gracious and merciful. Guess what? I can let it go. It's fine. This is not going to kill me. Because remember, the topic is finding courage. Where do you find courage from? And we said courage is strength in spite of pain and grief. The ability to do something that frightens you, to move forward. So that's anchor number 2. Anchor number 3, your experiences, past experiences, your personal experience. If you can think back to a time when you went through a difficult time or a difficult situation and you came out unscathed, you came out stronger. You can think back to that situation and say, you know what, the way I came out strong then, I'm going to come strong again. That's an anchor. Experiences. For someone like me, I didn't do very well academically in school. From nursery school, I was never top of my class. I was an average student. I was that person who, I was never really called out for any prize in school. So there were times as my career progressed, that voice will remind me, you were never really outstanding. You were just always average. So how do you think you are going to be outstanding now? So I had to think back to some of my experience. And I said, even though I was not first three in school, but when it came to debates, drama, singing, performing, I was always best. So I could pick the best experience from all of it and say, in this area, I am best. So in my speaking, I'll be best. I drew strength. I got courage from the anchor of my personal experience. I had a baby when I was in school. It was a big deal. I was not married. I was vice president of my department, vice president of my fellowship. I tried to leave school. I mean, it was just a mess, but I came out unscathed. I still graduated when I was supposed to graduate. I came out with a better result than I even had before I had the baby. And guess what? So I look back and I say, I did well then. I'll do well now. So look back to experiences you've had and see how you can draw strength from them. I dare say they may not be personal experiences. They may be somebody else's experience. You might say, I know Steph's experience. Steph went through this, that, or the other, and she made it. And if she could, then I would. Oh, I know Margaret Thatcher's experience. Oh, I know Angela Merkel's experience. Oh, I know Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's experience. Oh, I know this person's experience. Oh, I know that person's experience. And if they could, look, for me, my anchor number one in terms of experiences is David in the Bible. I say, see, if David went through all he did and he came out okay, Joyce, you're good. So I draw from his experiences, I draw from mine. Number 4 anchor would be your goals and your desires. There is a house that I want to buy right now. I've been into that house 6 times in the past month. I go there all the time. I walk down there because I really like the house. I don't have the money in my account right now, but I go there again and again. I spoke with 2 house agents to speak to the owner of the house because I want that house. I've dreamed it. I've gone there. I've seen where my room is, where my parents' room is, where my office is. I go in, I look around, I come out. I say, oh, this is where I'm going to hang my punching bag. This is where I go there. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Sunday, guess what? I'm going there again. I'm going there this Sunday. I'm going there every weekend that I can. I'm going there. So do you know what I did this morning? I called someone. I asked my brother, I said, I've asked 2 agents to speak to the owner of this house. I want somebody who knows this man, who can take me to his house. Let me see, Oga, see what I have now. Give me a payment plan, but let me drop this one now. So I called my brother. I said, do you know who knows this man? He said, oh, ask this other person. I called Tayo, and Tayo said, oh, yes, I know somebody. Oh, Joyce, guess what? See the phone number. The guy will take you there on Monday. The reason I found strength in spite of the fear that I know I don't have that money in my account right now, the reason I found strength is because of my goal and my desire. That house has space where I can also host some of my staff, some of the colleagues in my team who I know shouldn't be paying such exorbitant, such high rates for rent in Lagos. They can live with me because that house has enough room. So my goal, my desire to at least take 2 of my team members and give them a nice place to live comfortably is not going to let me just fold my hands and say, okay, well, I can't afford it, let's go. No, that desire is giving me the courage to try and get the house now. There were times I traveled night bus, day bus, sitting on what do you call this thing, attachment, to go and deliver MC events here and there. Why? I did it because my goal was that by 2017, my name will be amongst the top 10 MCs in Nigeria. So in 2011 or 2012, I could not afford to say, oh, I can't travel. See, there was a day an organization called me for a meeting. They thought I lived in Lagos. So they called me for a meeting to prepare to anchor an event. I was so scared of losing the job. Guess what I did? I got on a night bus and I got to Lagos the next day just to attend the meeting so I won't tell them I am not in Lagos. But it was not just about, in fact, it wasn't even about the fear. It was about the fact that if I got that job, it was going to open other opportunities for me to meet my 2017 goal. So your desires, your goals can give you courage for today. Where you know you are going can make you shun the fear today and say, you know what? Keep quiet because I know where I'm going. That's number 4. Number 5 anchor in my opinion, is love. Because you love something or you love someone, you want to go the extra mile to find strength to get something done. My son has been one of my greatest anchors, at least the love for my son. Many of us, well, I don't know why it is love for children more than love for spouse, but that's not the issue we're discussing today. Many of us have the love for our children as such great anchors that you say, because I want to be a phenomenal role model for my children, guess what? Today, I am going to do this. I'm going to do. Some of us did our master's degrees because of our children, because we want to be able to set a good standard for them. Some of us are pursuing our PhDs. Some of us are pursuing certain heights in career and in life because of the love we have for our children, our spouses, our parents, our lovers, or the cause. It could be love for someone or something. Can you all still hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me.
Okay. Yes, we can.
It could be love for someone. Okay, yes, you can. It could be love for someone or love for something. These are 5 anchors. I'll leave it at these 5 because I'm watching the time. The 6th one is a combination of all these. I'll leave it at these 5. So how do you find courage? How do you find confidence? How do you rebuild confidence? Let's define confidence as we gradually round off. How many more minutes do I have, please, Steph? Confidence.
Okay, we can give you another 2 minutes to round up the other speaker.
Oh, fantastic. So we're running off now. Confidence here says the feeling or belief that one can have faith in or rely on someone or belief in something, the ability to rely on something or someone. That's what confidence is. I have confidence in this chair. I have confidence that this chair will hold me up. That's why I just walked in and sat on the chair, because I have confidence in the ability. I believe in the ability of the chair. So to rebuild your confidence, ask yourself, do I trust my abilities? If your answer is no, make it up. You might either have to attend a course or courses or practice something. If you don't have confidence in your driving, for example, you get a driving instructor who will sit with you in that car, certain number of hours every day for an amount of time until you go on all the roads that you've been afraid of. Do it a number of times, and guess what? Your belief in your ability to drive will go up. It's like somebody asking me now, hey, Joyce, please, can you bake me a chocolate cake? I will say, no, I don't have confidence in my ability to bake a chocolate cake. But leave me with a YouTube video for the next 3 weeks that teaches me how to bake moist, rich, soft, sweet, succulent chocolate cake. And give me all the ingredients and enough time to practice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. In 3 weeks, I will tell you, Steph, I can bake you a chocolate cake because I have given attention. You rebuild confidence by giving attention to a thing. It doesn't come from nowhere. Confidence is not courage. You don't pick a car and just drive because you believe you can drive when you have never driven before. Chances are you will have an accident. You might believe that you can, but guess what? You can't. To trust completely in your ability to do something, give it time. To find courage, strength to attempt something, face an anchor. Thank you, Steph. Thank you all.